Well, it's a Tuesday, and it's evening for me, which means it's probably morning-ish for you if you're watching from the United States, so or somewhere in that part of the globe. So we have a grid here today by Laura Dershowitz and Catherine Baker, which I'm pretty excited about. I think her name would be in German Beiker, which is beautiful. And of course, we're edited today by Joel Fagliano, and we are having a Merlot-Shiraz from Solandia. This is a 2022, and it's just very pleasant on the nose, very floral, and nothing really standing out too much except for the cassis. And I would say 60 tannins, 30 acid, maybe 40, 70, 30, 60, 40. But we have a very deep red hue here, and looks like it's got some pretty viscous legs on it as well. Still not convinced that that makes a difference, but just in case it does, you know, there you have it. Otherwise, no gas, no sediment, and it is really enjoyable. And as usual, I'm probably going to finish this bottle tonight. Not bad at all. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that when watching that video there of me pouring the wine, the bells that are still going off outside, like it's just some crazy bell time. All the churches are kind of competing, I guess, around here. And we live in an ancient city, and it's like maybe one of the bell ringer people or the computer that does it these days, from the Germans, I'm sure they figured out a way to be very efficient with this process. It's like these folks that they're ringing now, but it's like they didn't catch up a while ago because, you know, the other one was going maybe 10 minutes before 5 o'clock and, 1700 in the afternoon, and then now these guys are going off and we still got 4 minutes to go. So who really knows? But God is getting our attention at this very hour. So why don't, with that, why don't we just jump into this grid? Let's just see what we got. I never know with a Tuesday if it's going to be somewhat of a challenge or if it's just going to be a real snore. So let's take a look. Okay, so get moving. 5 letters. Now, who knows? So haul, from the Yiddish, I guess you're hauling something, so everybody's schlepping. And, Pippi Longstocking made it in here, Shotzi. Country that adopted the Euro in 2023, and I know that this is Croatia. Stuff like that is big news over here. Like, ooh, funny, they're going to contribute to the, whatever. It's a big deal. Many millennia at 31 across. Might as well just get this. I think this is an Aeon. And for grins and giggles, what's 28 down? Kid-lit character who tells his ailing friend, today you look very green, even for a frog. I don't have any idea, but I bet you we can get it on the crosses. Pippi Longstocking for 1, and that's got an asterisk, so that's probably part of some theme. When will you be here? What is your estimated time of arrival or your ETA? Blank in The Real Girl, Ryan Gosling. I think that's Lars. Is that Lars? Lars in The Real Girl? Yeah. Okay, good. Mint on a pillow, maybe. Indignation. Okay, so this looks like it could be outrage, and that makes me think, since I have that T next to that HO at 17 across, that we have a hotel something, a mint on a pillow after all, right? I don't know who else does that. Praiseful poems are typically odes, especially when they're 4 letters and they end in ES. Apt rhyme for lewd looks like crude. And get moving looks like it's going to be scoot. And then contact list number via telephone. Okay, well, yeah, that's good. That's good so far. Get moving. Get moving. Oh, like maybe get someone or something moving. Maybe. Like checks and balances. French kings. We know this is Ross. Le Roi. and many times poetically. Gosh, I don't know, who knows? It's a freaking. Half the time it's just a joke. It's not really even poetically. It's just them coming up with their own little way to abbreviate something. Give the word a circumcision, and then they call it, it's poetically. Regimen of healthy meals. Maybe a diet plan, perhaps. Though I think dieting might be a problem. I think maybe you should just accept the lifestyle. Get moving. Less than stellar sound quality, probably lo-fi. And checks and balances. So auditing org, probably the IRS. And here we've got the sports Portland bar dedicated to women's athletics. Yes, that's the sports bra, which I have always thought was very clever. Apple's digital assistant. Well, we're not going to say her name out loud. She'll start barking up a storm over here next to me. Let's see. Focus of a geologist or a music reviewer. Well, that's clever. That would be a band. That's nice. Pippi Longstocking for one. Something in pigtails. Something. She's known for them red pigtails, and she also ate nails. And checks and balances. Is this plural? I mean, they are plural. We'll try it. Okay, this gives us prod for get moving. And then many times poetically looks like it's going to be oft, as in often. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Check it. Rwandan people. This would be the Tutsi. I can never remember if that's an I or an E, so we're going to find that out. Looks like it's going to be an I. So force a game into extra innings play. We got to tie it up. Maybe. Get a look at a spy. It's just been creeping into an awful lot of our grids lately as well. A pig's pad is a sty. And also an adjective my mother would use for my bedroom as a child, though I really was a pretty neat kid. Enthusiast to be a nut, I think. What do we got here? Emerges from a seed. He's going to sprout. And mint on a pillow, maybe. Hotel. Sweet. I get it. Okay. Well, then that tells me that pigtail tale for Pippi Longstocking. It's a tale about a pigtails, I guess. DIY genre, how to maybe. And Dayton State is Ohio. Word before whole or holder, maybe pot holder, pot hold. This has got to be HTML here, right? Yeah, something like that. URL starter is HTTP. And Phoenix basketball team is the Suns. That's good. So we're kind of getting into this thing here. So minuti. So 60 minuti, and this is an ora. This is Italian for an hour. Now, if you look at that, and you can see where you could put an A and an H in front of that, you know that's time in Spanish, right? And minutos. So you could see where you could go to Italy if you're even somewhat fluent in Spanish and you understand what you're reading around you. It's really cool. It ain't Spanish. It's Italian and different, but you can still tell what's going on there. Marissa, who played herself in a Seinfeld cameo, is Tomei, just because I know that from crosswords. I've never seen an episode of Seinfeld. I've just seen one of them, I don't think. Kind of a fallacious argument, or phonetically, a hint to the answers to the starred clues. Well, this is probably ad hominem, since we're talking salacious. And ad hominem. And so Mideast ruler would be an emir. And CPR specialist, EMTs. What do we got? Not a hit, maybe a miss. It could have, miss. But marriage ceremony for a perfect guy. If this is an M, I know what it is. Appearance. Well, if it's an M, it could be a mean, but I don't know. Is that an I? Blank manner, Dr. mother's demeanor. Yes, that is. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is where we get bedside manner. Got that eye here. This tells me that 46 down is mean and as appearance. And then this right here looks like it is going to be a Mr. Right. Right, as in rights. Okay, so limiting factor for a car rental. Painting style with abrupt transitions of color. Well, these are hard edge. Fairy tale monster, an ogre. Okay, well, nice. Kidlit character who tells his ailing friend, "Today you look very green, even for a frog." Is this Toad? Is his name Toad? Yeah. Well, Shotzi doesn't even know. It means it didn't say much. So, techie or a Trekkie. See, I don't think the guy's going to be named Toke. T-O-A-K. I would say he's probably Toad, because then if I see techie or Trekkie, I'm thinking either a nerd or a geek. So I think we just ruled out the geek. So I think we can go with the nerd here, and that helps us. But, you know, I'm always thinking ahead, 3 or 4 squares ahead, trying to put it all together in my head. So pro for the pirates. If this is an A, I'm thinking it's going to, yes, nab is in a criminal. So then a pro versus anti would be an I. Let's see. Exam with a capital E, maybe an I test. Or an I exam, I don't know. Let's see. Student with a private teacher is a 2T, or a spoiled little rich bastard. Okay, let's see. Level. Stead, maybe. Let's see. Simplifies as a fraction, or we're reducing here. And then teensy, maybe it's C. Superior. Mother superior. Oh, okay, I get it. Second to none. What did I do wrong? Oh, I did fat figure it, didn't I? Oh, level is a story. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you saw that. I wouldn't know. App customer is a user, and sui generis, unique. Sui generis, and mama's hermana, that's her aunt. So I mean, it's a tia. It's your aunt, it's your mother's sister, tia. Mama's hermana will be tio. So get it? A equals fallopian tubes. Okay, gold coated is guilt. Gobbles up, eats. That seems kind of lazy. Fairy tale monsters, maybe giants. Harumph to Scrooge. Bah. Humbug. Alternative to a Twinkie, I guess, is a ho-ho. I don't think I ever had one of those, even when I was a kid. What is a ho-ho all about? Well, let's see. WC, well, that's how we say it in Germany. WC, a WC is a water closet, so 4th letter of bomb, but not the first. Okay, so I'll get it now. It's a silent B. And then that means that a water closet would probably be a lav, right? A lavatory. And reputation, stature, maybe. That one didn't just come flying at me for some reason. Made level, maybe evened. Does this work? Floated on a lazy river, perhaps. Tubed. Go tubin'. The Cheesecake Factories has more than 20 pages, and that's the menu, and I think that's a big mistake everywhere you go. And privately is entre nous. So, how do we do Bob? Well, I guess I don't have my sound up. But anyway, yeah, it was supposed to play. Delayed reaction. All right. Well, be that as it may. So, yeah, fun Tuesday. So, we'll see what's going on out there with all that, right? We'll be flying back to Texas Thursday morning for a couple of days before I come back. I got a lot of travel that I've got to get done for work here, so I'll be by myself doing the crossword while Shotzi stays behind to hang out with the family and the kids. So, in the meantime, thanks for being here. I mean, it's always a pleasure to see you out there. And remember, learn it in every language possible, right? Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, adios, aloha, shalom, ciao, masalama, annyeonghaseyo, and tambiet. We'll see you next time.